What is it like to hear your music on the radio for the first time? Well, it's about as exciting as you can get. It's that moment where a friend of yours drives up in the driveway with your song on his AM radio in his convertible turned up full blast and screaming and hollering. You're jumping up and down in the driveway, running around. People are driving down the street with your song. People are calling you on the phone. People are going, "Hey, we heard your song." And it was just one of the most inspirational moments that a musician can have, because you're suddenly going, "Hey, I'm no longer just a guy struggling. I've actually gotten somewhere." And the whole thing was, I was only 16 years old when it happened.
The early 1960s, surf music came on the scene. It was a brand new, exciting sound on the radio. I know, I was there. And one particular song outlasted them all, I think. I'm with Bob Berryhill, the co-author and lead guitarist of the Surfaris, and the most famous surf song of all time, Wipeout. Bob, how did this song last all of these years?
Well, I think when you write something that's so simple that everybody can remember, and when everybody hears it, or anybody hears it, they start hearing that drum beat, they know that song. Or if they hear da-da-da-da-da-da, they know that's what it is. And they get out of their seats and start dancing. So it's one of those songs that just does that. And it's done it for over 50 years.
After recording Surfer Joe, there was a need for a second song for our 45. We had the idea of coming up with a song that would be an instrumental, of course, because we were an instrumental band, essentially. And so Ronnie started playing a drum roll that just sounded great. And I said, well, we better put some chords and a melody and bass line to this, or it's going to be a drum solo. So we started putting some chords, and I put some guitar breaks in it, and it started fitting the formula for a good little song. And Jim Fuller and Pat Conley and Ron Wilson and we sat together and we just started playing it and started molding it together. And so after we've got the pieces together, Dale Smallin says, "Hey, okay, record it again. Let's do it again." So after the third time of putting the song together, they said, "Okay, we got it." And Wipeout was formed. It's a situation where Wipeout, whenever people hear it, it brings up a warmth in their heart, and they love to hear the song. And so I get requests all the time to come and play it.
Now, you still tour as the Surfaris. Tell me about the show today.
Well, the show today is myself. I'm the sort of last man standing of the Surfaris that still plays, and I have my wife and my two sons in the band. So it's a father and son operation, and what it means, it gives me the feeling. My sons were raised with the music. They love it. They love to play it. One son's a guitar player, the other one's a drummer. My wife plays bass, so that's a band. So what else does a guy need, you know?
Now, you also do more than just Wipeout. It's the history of surf music and instrumentals in the show.
Right. What I've tried to do is to put together a show that has in it the elements that inspired me as a musician and our band, what influenced the Surfaris. Songs like Pipeline and Surf Beat and Miserlou. Songs that really came into the genre, you might say, of instrumental music. And we try to present it in an entertaining way that will give people a feeling of, wow, this is what 1963 sounded like. And people have come up after the concerts when we sell CDs at the table, they go, wow, this sounds just like 1963, I love it.